Good morning and welcome. It's Anna here, and I'm here today with a flip through of this journal that I recently finished. As you can see, it's blue. I have made a color themed journal this time. I don't do this very often, but yeah. It's made from a reader from that was published in 1899. Let me just get the measurements before I do anything else, because I tend to forget. She is 7.5 by 5.25, and the spine is an inch. As I said, made out of a repurposed book, Little People's Reader. Beautiful cover. I have added some stuff to it. I have a closure. This is a pale blue sari silk, and this is held by an eyelet in the back, and it is wrapped around the book. And you can change it to something else, you can take it out, you can do whatever you like, but for now it's this, because this is quite a chunky book. Down here on the back there are some small labels, and as you can see, I have extended the spine. The original spine was just the text here, and I have extended it to be an inch, and I have reinforced that with some ticking. Down here is a small label that says blue, in case you don't notice. On the front cover there are some Tim Holtz acetates. This is an acetate, this is an acetate, and this is an acetate. And there is another Tim Holtz label, just to add some interest. So let me check that I am in frame. But excuse me for the light up here, because I am filming this in the morning and it is sunny day today. So she has 7 signatures, and they are all sewn in with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and it is a hidden hollow back spine, even though it's a flat spine, so it's not the rounded ones that I usually make. Yeah, let's begin the flip through. The end papers are made out of Tim Holtz wallpaper. I thought it was really nice, blue and cute. And here is a pocket that is made out of a handkerchief that with pale blue flowers embroidered on them. And I have sewn that onto place and folded it double so that it is a bit more strength. And Nancy, if you see this, I have ironed it. I know you like that. I don't usually do, but I ironed it. I heard you in my head. Iron everything. Anyway, here's a small tag that I made out of Tim Holtz cardstock that I cut up, and as another little journaling card with a flower on it that I thought looked cute there. This is the original first page of the book, and here I have a small bird with blue chest on it and a small label that says Division of Birds. I thought it was appropriate, and there it says 1899. That is the publishing date. Yeah, I have a piece of a letter pad with William Morris themed stationery, and this is one of the pages. I did a small collage here with a piece of a blue envelope and a stamp and some Tim Holtz ephemera, and you can journal on the back. Throughout the book there is not so much tea-dyed paper, but this blue paper that I dyed a couple of years ago using purple carrots. I found purple carrots in the grocery store, and I boiled them and realized that water I could dye with that, and it turned out beautiful. Here's some lined blue paper and a bit of tea-dyed paper with a bit of stamping up there with a blue butterfly. In the center is a Edith Holden page with a small tab up here. And here is a flip of the blue paper, and I have collaged on here with some handwriting, and I did my own palette paper. Do you call it that? When you swatch the color swatches, yeah. And a little label down there. And some 4 cellophane tape to reinforce it. Quite like that. Love all the blue nuances. Down here it says creative. Here is the back of the William Morris paper, and here is a pocket that I made with some Tim Holtz ladies on it, on the pocket, and some another label. And down here is, since it was a hole in the paper, I made a hole all the way through. There is a small tag down there with a hand that is writing stamped in blue. And inside the pocket is this little journaling card. Respectfully, and this is a piece of Victorian scrap, and it's backed on the same paper as this is the fly leaves from this book. This is a page from the original text block, and more blue paper, and more pages from the original text block. Here, as you can see, I have done a little flip and journal on the back there. There are some stamps with Queen Elizabeth on them as a tab, fussy cut flower, and a Tim Holtz ephemera that says special. This is a piece of blank writing paper, and of course a bit of Beatrix Potter in this blue book. More of the blue stationery. This is from a birthday book. I can't remember how old, but it's got blue printing on it, and I love that. And a small bird head down here. And this is the other side of the Beatrix Potter. Here's this blue butterfly. And as you can see, I have sewn 2 pages together to make a pocket. And this is just some Tim Holtz ephemera that I sprayed with some vintage linen distress oxide to make it look a bit grungy and old. And I rounded the corners as well. More pages from the original text block. Lovely images in this book. And different kind of fonts, and I love that. And this flip has also been extended a little bit. I have sewn down a Tim Holtz collage strip and put a little label down there. And this is also some beautiful images from the original text block. I love that it's frames around every corner, every page. The button is there. And another extended flip, blue obviously, with a label and some kind of scrapbooking paper, I believe, and I have sewn that down as well. This is from a book about wildflowers, Wayside and Woodland Blossoms, that I made into a journal quite recently. More tea-dyed paper, and here I have stamped a bit of lavender. More of the blue writing paper, and this is another one of the William Morris letter sets. Love those colors. As you can see, there is plenty of space to write, and also some fun things to look at. Here's a small collage with a doily and a fussy cut teacup. More of the blue papers. Here is a pocket made out of an index card that says B for blue or bird. And there's a bird and some Tim Holtz ephemera and a vintage ticket and a label. And this is a small journaling card I made. I have backed it with tea-dyed paper and sewn all around it. It's a vintage image. More blue paper, and this flip is not extended. On this side you can see there is an envelope, and I have put one of the Tim Holtz paper dolls there, and that is a tuck spot, as you can see, with a stamped tag that has some seam binding up here, bluish seam binding. And on this side, the envelope, see, it has a lot of writing on it, so I wanted to leave it as it was, but I also made a pocket upon it with one of my flower images, and inside it is a small tag with this lovely lady and some sewing around her and a stamped whale-tail punch, and here is a writable surface. And also inside the envelope we have a journaling card, and this is one of the cards that I found recently, and I have just tea-dyed them and I did a bit of collage, and those are double-sided. So here is a flower, which is a sticker actually, a label, and a small Tim Holtz girl, and I thought she looked really cute there sitting on the label. On the back there's just a tile, and you can journal on both sides of this card and put it in the envelope. Here's some more tea-dyed bullet journal paper. We have a piece of German-Swedish dictionary from the 1901, I think. Some more blank writing paper and blue writing paper in the center here. There's lots and lots of collaging, as you can see. Here's a small collage I did with some more of my swatches, and this is actually the old binding of the book that I have sewn down. Some old piece of an old it's like an inventory from a antique bookstore with antique books. And this is a small tuck spot behind those Tim Holtz ladies, and here is a genuine vintage little bridge playing card, and I've tucked that in there. Sorry about my tummy, it wants some lunch. More pages from the original text block and more of the blue pages. And here I have clipped on a small journaling card. This is a picture of a Danish queen that was called Caroline Mathilde. Can't remember how old it is, but I love the colors here and her pretty hat. And there you can journal on the back of that. And it is just clipped onto that page. You can put it wherever you like. Some more of the blue paper and more of the William Morris one, another one here. And here I have sewn on a piece of a handkerchief with some that was blue and had some dots and flowers on it. And inside it I put a journaling card with sweet peas, maybe they're called. You know, the one that smells so nice. This is a page from an old address book with Danish painters masterpieces in it, and I did a bit of collaging around it with different kind of papers. And on the back there's another lovely painting, more of the lined paper, and here is a botanical folio. I love those flowers, the spring flowers. And more blue and yellow here, some violets. This is the rest of the address book and more image. Here's the rest of the William Morris paper and some more of the blue, and this one is also extended. There's a piece of a dictionary page, an image with flowers and a label, and I back that with some writable surface so that you can write on the back side of that. I have really gone all in with the blue theme here. I hope you like this. It was fun. This is also from the original text block and more of the blue. And on this page, as you can see, there is a flip that is blue, and you can journal on both sides of that. And a small tab there with a ticket. Yeah, and here is some ledger paper, and this is a page from a book about electricity and magnetism, and here is a page pocket that I sewed down, and this is, excuse the sounds, it's my dog, she's having a dream. I have sewn down this image of I believe it's a French vineyard, and I put a little stamp there, and inside it is of course a wine label, Cote de Langestock, from 2010, and I have backed it with some craft paper so you can journal on it. More craft paper here, more of the blue lined paper. And here is a page with butterflies that is hinged to the craft paper. And there's some blue ones up there. Ledger and page from the original text block. Another blue page that has been extended with a large piece of cardstock that I sewed down and made into a tag. And I did a small collage down there, the flower and the label. Some baker's twine up here. You can remove that if you don't like it. Here is a small Tim Holtz tuck spot made out of one of the collage frames, and I did a bit more collaging and put this lovely couple inside it. And inside it is this tag that I made out of one of my collage papers that I do, masterboards, and another small one with some forget-me-nots. You can journal on both of those. More blue and some lined paper. Here's another tuck spot on this book page. Another one of Tim Holtz paper dolls and a small journaling card with some stamping on behind it. I believe this is a reprint of a merch catalog for different kind of substances. Yeah, medicinal substances maybe even. Some more of the lined blue paper, and in the center is another one of the William Morris papers. And let's see, yeah, this flip I just put a small piece of an image with a sailing boat on. And we have reached the back, and here is a small collage I did with a fussy cut image and of a little prince and some Tim Holtz tickets. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you think of this blue journal. It's not so usual to see me do such a themed book, but yeah, I want to know what you think. Yeah, that will be all for today. I will be back soon with more flip throughs and craft with me because we are starting a new journal. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.